Hi guys, Fanby with you, and welcome to a 15-minute makeover here in Car Mechanic. It's great to have your company. Now, just looking at getting this Bentley T-Series repaired up. I actually just come back from the, just off camera, come back from the auction, and I was just looking at getting another car ready for a full restoration. I was actually looking at the Bentley Continental, and strangely enough, it actually went at the auction for $56,500, and of course I only got just shy of 56. So yeah, that was certainly a little bit frustrating. So needless to say, I need to come back to the garage and do some more of these customer works and do some more of these repairs, so we get some cash. And so we're able to buy another car. So let's get into this. A sloppy car steering that needs to be looked at. A number of parts we haven't found there. General gearbox control and repairs, a couple of parts there, and damaged body parts. We'll get into those straight away. Now, the important thing here is our magic number. In this particular instance, it's 51%. So we only need to repair up to that 51%. So let's get these doors off. They're fairly simple. We'll rip those off and over to our repair station, and that come up to 72. Sort by condition, as we always do. So that's front right door is fine. I reckon we actually got rear right door, rear left door. That's Bentley T-Series. Bentley T-Series rear right door. Bentley T-Series rear right door. Look at that. And that's one of the advantages of actually going over to the strippers every now and again and getting some parts. As you can see from the strippers, we actually have a Bentley T-Series rear right door already in our inventory. So let's simply get rid of that critter and we can get these doors smashed back on. Fairly quick and simple. Now that should give us a green... No? Oh, left tail light. Okay. I was going to say that should give us a green light, but it doesn't. Left tail light, repairist. See whether we can repair him up to over 51% and straight up to 86. And again, that just highlights the importance of actually having this repair table maxed out as much as you can. And you just simply go to any of these red toolboxes around the garage. There's one over there, a couple over there as well. So you just click on that, and there's your upgrade menu. And that's what I spoke about, the repair tools level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gives you a 90% chance of repairing those. So as you can see, I didn't have to go and purchase any of those parts. Just repaired him up. We actually had one sitting there in inventory. Look at that. But he only wants 51%, so we won't use a brand new one. We'll use the old one. He can go back in, and that should give us a green light for those three particular items, which it does. And so we got gearbox and repair and sloppy car. So we'll actually look at those when we take this gearbox off. So the important thing is we'll get the old girl up in the air. And just take a sip of coffee while it's going up. Okay, let's have a look. Let's get these wheels off and see what we've got in regards to the suspension. That inner tie rod doesn't look that healthy. I reckon that might be one of our parts that we're looking for. We'll just rip that off and have a look whether it is inner tie rod. It was. Okay, now what you can do if you wanted to is sometimes they come up with stars next to the names there, and you can click on that and it'll actually show you where it is on the car. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's in the game, so you can use it if you so wish to. Now, I'll tell you what, I did get excited. I've just cruised over to the showroom a moment ago. Oh, there's a part that we need to take off, and I've seen actually a number of cars in the showroom that I hadn't seen before, and I thought, oh great, they're introducing some new cars. And then I looked into it a bit more, and the 13 odd cars are only available in sandbox mode. So yes, got all excited for these new cars for absolutely nothing, but it is what it is. I reckon that Shocky is one of our contestants that we need to look at. All those brake components look fine. Look, I'm going to pop down the end here and see if there's anything down this end that's going to need taking off in regards to the sloppy steering that we're that we're concerned about. These U-bolts and that leaf spring needs to be looked at, because it looks like Shocky. I know. Don't say it. Okay, I'm going to say it. It's shocking. Yeah, so was that joke. Let's not do that again. Over to the last quarter here. See what we've got on this side in regards to those steering complaints that the customer had. Exactly the same over this side. Leaf spring U-bolts. On this side, there's always two of those. Obviously, get the cursor in the right spot. That'd be a great help. And the plate there, like so. And let's check what we got. We've got one more part that we need to discover, and then we can get into the gearbox. So, sloppy car steering. What am I missing? Ah, there we go. Bet you that's what it is. It was. Okay, gearbox, here we come. Now, if I remember correctly, yep, starter needs to come off as well as a drive shaft, and then we can get that gearbox ripped out. If I can click on the right section, click on the right button. Okay, so who else is excited about the Car Mechanic 2018? I know I certainly am. The couple of reports that I've seen in regards, it looks pretty cool actually. Done certainly some fantastic improvements in regards to updating the game. So yes, this little camper will certainly be buying it as soon as it comes out. So I look forward to that in the future. I think it'll still be a while away. Whether it's late in this year, I'm not exactly sure, but as soon as it comes up for release, I'll certainly be grabbing it. Gearbox repairs, only two of those, a clutch plate and a clutch release bearing. Again, remembering our magic number of 51%, we duck over to our repair table and see if we can't repair those up to our, whoop, just broke that one, up to our 51. Some rims there, I reckon they were in I was going to say inventory, but it's not, it's actually off this car. But that's on at 52%, we don't need to touch that. So let's go to our inventory, sort by condition, and I reckon we've actually got some leaf spring U-bolts in our inventory. So let's go leaf. We've got 3 of those. So what we were looking for? 51, so we don't need that one. We'll keep those there, they're going to be fine. Leaf spring plates, we've got a couple of those, so let's get rid of that. What else did we have? Sway bar front end link B. Sway. Whoops, click in this section. Sway. As you can see, I'm very much a one-finger typist, so you have to bear with me. I'm not the quickest typist. Sway bar front end link B. We don't have any of those. Over to our part shop. And one of those. Get rid of that out of the inventory. Inner tie rods. Now I'm pretty sure we had inner tie rods. If we just go tie, it'll bring up both of those. No we don't. One inner and 2 outers. Tie, 1 inner, 2 outers. Simple as. Get rid of that. And that one. Clutch release bearing, I don't recall having one of those. Let's have a look. We have not. Okay, so over to a tablet. Clutch release bearing. And by clicking on the All tab, again, I've mentioned this a number of times, but by clicking on the All tab and selecting by condition, gives you the lowest condition at the top. And in this particular case, for 51%, and our magic number is in fact 51%, so all the parts actually exceed that repair value. So we're now in a position to pop those parts back on. So let's start with the clutch components. It goes on quite simply with just tighten those bolts up, and the gearbox. Once we put the release bearing on, of course. Gearbox over the top of that. Not the nicest looking of gearbox. I certainly would have, if I was doing a restoration, would have repaired that up to the maximum, to 100%, of course. But a customer doesn't want it, so a customer doesn't get it. Drive shaft. I think we went with a brand new drive shaft. It looks brand new at least. 8 bolts on that drive shaft, of course. Now while we're getting these parts stowed away, guys, don't forget to just stop by the channel there if you do enjoy your car mechanic. What can I? Oh, these tie rods, of course. If you do enjoy your car mechanic, there's a whole bunch of car mechanic videos over there on the channel there, both in the restoration as well as these 15-minute makeovers. So pop over there. It'd be wonderful if you pop down a like. It really does help out in the channel. And yeah, pop any comments down in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. We'll get these. That doesn't look too. That was at 52%. I know it doesn't look too fantastic, but it does exceed the repair value that we need this time. So obviously our repair value is 51, and that shocky was 52. So doesn't look terribly fantastic, but we don't get any more money for repairing up to 100%. In fact, you do run the risk of it actually breaking if you repair it too high. So good to know what your repair value is, especially if you're going to click on there. Especially if you're going to use your repair table to repair them up, so you don't have to buy brand new parts all the time. And that's a good, excuse me, that's good money saving idea is to use your repair table, so you don't actually need to purchase brand new ones. So we'll get these 4 bolts stowed away, and we can pop over to the last quarter over this side and see what we got. So actually we got some, I think there's a plate on this side, there was, and these U-bolts need to be tightened up on this side as well. Other games I've got over on the channel there, we've got a Astronish series going with a couple of friends of mine. You'll also see some World of Warships over there. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. If you pop over when you've got a spare moment, and yeah, pop some comments down. Love to hear from you. So let's look at what we got here. Green lights across the board. Sloppy car steering, we've got all those. The gearbox repairs, pretty straightforward, and so was the damaged panels. All repaired up or exceeding the 51% that we're after. So our total earned of 1,991. Ooh, and he's done it again. It's either not putting any engine oil in or forgetting to put the starter on. Well, at least I'm consistent. Oh, you got to give me that, surely. It's either not putting any oil in or forgetting to put that damn starter on. So I'm just about to do the outro, and yeah, how many times have I done that? Yeah, thank you very much. Again, total earned 1,991. Alright guys, thank you very much for your company. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to it in the next one.